Welcome to Weirdish. My name is Stephanie Lauren, and have you ever had a spiritual experience that you just couldn't explain to your friends because it's like just so out there? Because when you start seeing beyond the veil and you step out of the matrix, all these weird things start happening. And I'm here to tell you that you're not crazy. You're not going mad. You're not going insane. This is totally normal. And I'm here to normalize it for you. So in these conversations, I'm here to be your lighthouse, to illuminate your awakening journey. And we might be together here for a minute, for one episode, or for more. It doesn't matter. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And here you'll hear stories from other human beings, just like you and me. And they have seen their guides, they've heard their guides, they've felt energy heal, they've suddenly known truths that they just couldn't explain where it comes from. And in this place, this is where your experiences have witnesses. Weird comes from the Old English word to become. So this is where you remember your sacredness. You step into the next spiral, where the unseen is spoken and the crazy weird shit is totally normal. Your breath becomes geometry, stillness reveals truth. And the stories aren't just told, they are your becoming. I'm glad you arrived. Let's step in. I'm here together with Esther Leek. She lives in the Netherlands. She's a contract manager for her own company, like amazing work that she does. And we met each other about a year ago in Jim Fortin's transformational coaching programs, and we both became coaches. So, Esther, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Stephanie. I think the introduction is great and exactly where we met each other. First of all, thank you for the invitation. I'd love to be here with you in the podcast. I admire you because of your already spiritual knowledge, and I can learn. Can learn and have learned so much from you in the inner circle, which was mentored by Jim Fortin, and for me it was the first awareness of spirituality. No, not the first. I had another coaching project, a coaching program, and there was also a spiritual part of it. And when I stepped in, I said, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not from there, so no, it's not for me. But but I was in the program, and then I said, yes, this is really for me. It really resonates, and I started thinking about it and being aware of what was happening in your life, in your daily life, in your mind. And that's what I learned about my spiritual awakening. For me, it's really an awakening, and if I have this awakening, I can't go back. That's not possible. And spiritual is for me a consciousness of the awareness of your consciousness, and
so what does that mean for you? Like, what does that mean, awareness of consciousness?
Well, that I'm aware of the higher, the higher consciousness, the higher explanation or the higher feeling about something on our earth life, on our 3D life. For example, I am Esther, I'm a woman, I'm a mother, I'm a worker, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not this, I'm not that, everything you have in your life. I have two girls, I have no boys, whatever, it's But above there is a level, and that's, who am I? Where was I before? Where will I be after? And you already know what I've learned, and I find out that one of my highest values is energy, because I feel so much energy in every situation where I am with people, with the situation, whatever. So this is really what hits me. And we are all energy. That's all we have. We have only our energy. So, and in the universe, the language is frequency, and that's the language of our energy. So it can't go away. It is there. So now I'm looking for what does it mean? What is our little piece of life here on Earth? What is my life sentence here? Where am I for on Earth? So I really, for me, it's a higher awareness of my thought, of my being.
When you ask the question, who am I? You are the consciousness asking that question.
Yeah.
You are the observer of your thoughts. You're not the thinker. This is what Jim says all the time. Yeah. You aren't your thoughts. You are the thinker of your thoughts.
Yes, you are.
And just to learn those two sentences, they get you in a new way every time you hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every single time it's like, oh, yes, aha,
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. And a lot of ahas. Yes, it is. And when you listen to it much more, then the ahas will come much more frequent. And it is now every situation or I think, okay, this is what I see, but it's my opinion about it. It's what I think about it. But is it a situation? Mostly not. It's my interpretation. That's what it is. And I think we learned also, you are where your attention is. So if your attention is in the 3D world at that exact situation, then that's what you think it is. But in the higher level above, it could be something else. That's for me an enormous step I've made in my it is really an awakening. It makes myself much more complete, richer, but also stronger because you can't be hit that easy as before for something.
But the thing is that you were always complete. You were always strong. You were powerful. You just didn't see it because at that time you weren't at the vibration or at the frequency to be able to see it.
Correct.
So this is the very first episode, guys. So just know this. Esther is my very first conversational guest. And
I'm honored to be there.
So thank you very much for doing this with me, Esther. And so for my spiritual awakening, like, really took off at in a dark place. Dark. Again, if you look at it from a higher perspective, it was never dark. It was just a place where I needed to be so that the likelihood that I would step out of the matrix would be very, very high. Step out, become aware of myself as consciousness. And so we set up all of these triggers before we come into this embodiment. And because there are all these things that need to happen, so that you can get out. And it's all about the suffering, all about the pain. Because if there's no pain, you don't move. You don't want to change. If you're too comfortable, you'll stay where you are. And what kind of life is that? That's one that you choose, and that's amazing. But is there any growth in there? Not really.
No.
Not really. And so we come here, we incarnate in the 3D so that we can experience the contrast of pain and joy and fear and love. Because when you experience the fear, as intense as that can be, you turn, it's the polarity, law of polarity, and from the Kabbalion, you're able to experience love, because that is the opposite. Or there is actually, it's the same thing. It's just on one end your fear and on the other end your love. But where is the threshold between fear and love? There is no threshold. It's like hot and cold.
Yeah.
Something that's hot to one person is cold to another person.
Yeah.
And it's just that subjective way of seeing things or feeling things. But fear, if you haven't experienced fear, how do you know what love is? And in the end, what we come here, we're all love. Where we come from, and where we're going back to is 100% love.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But if you experience love all the time, how do you know how that feels?
Yeah, because it is normal then. Yeah. It is what you experience the whole day. Yeah. And so what we want to come and do as souls is we want to grow and we want to evolve, and the steepest way, the exponential way to do that is to actually come here onto Earth, because this is the most difficult thing. So actually only advanced souls can come onto Earth. I think so.
Yeah, because it's not, you can't do this as a inexperienced soul. It's actually the most difficult thing to do.
Yeah. And I think the longest way in the journey is from here to here.
Yes.
It's only 40 centimeters, I think so, but we're all in here, so it's like this. And now you have to find your inner peace here. And there are all layers which you learn when you grow, you evolve in your being, in your spirituality, in your identity. Then you can keep your inner peace, and that's the most valuable part of yourself. Stay in peace with yourself, with where you are, what you do, and embrace
100%.
it. Yeah,
100%
from it. Yeah, and a failure is not a failure. It is a time to learn, a time to grow, and something to say, well, okay, this is what I need for right now. I have to make this step and evolve and grow and learn. It is always in the right time and the right place, and that gives you a lot of gives me myself a lot of rest. I can I don't have to deal with if I did it before or later or. And what helps me also is that I was much more attached to the past. The times before we had it, we do this, we do that, whatever. And I still have the memories, but I lose the attachment. I let it behind me. And live, there is only now to live now. This is the moment. And also tomorrow, we don't know. Within 5 years, we don't know. I think we live. I hope we both live. I think we have a good life. I think so. I hope so. But we don't know for sure. And that's what there is for only now. So, and that's when you have that peace of mind in yourself. Or if this is good for now, well, it helps me a lot for being not triggered on situations, or less triggered than on situation. And then I'm aware, hey, well, I get a trigger. What lesson do I have to learn here? What makes me the trigger? Why?
Yeah, exactly. What's the medicine here for me? Because the medicine is exactly what the triggers do. They show you your emotions. They show you that you're not aligned with your inner self.
Yeah.
And
it's
so
a reflection of your...
It's, of a
soul.
limiting belief.
Yeah, your limited beliefs. That's correct. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So it's doing that over and over and over again.
Oh yes.
Over again.
I do, but I'm aware of it, and I think about it, and that's for me it's a huge step I've made in my journey. I'm aware of it, and I know, well, that's something I have to work on, or that's something that makes me it gives a reaction. So that's something in me. I have to find it, the peace in it. Yeah.
But on the other side of it, these amazing things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like and crazy things happen that you just can't explain, because suddenly, what we do when we're asleep is we attach to one outcome, and we close off all of the other options. And then when this exact outcome doesn't arrive, something else does. We have emotions about it, and usually they're like negative emotions, called negative emotions, but there are no negative emotions. They're all neutral. It's just what it is, and then because you got this outcome, and then you just spiral. But that's the thing. It's meant to give you pain. It's meant for you to suffer so that you can get out of it, so that you can step back and step to a higher place. Because at some point, so this is like the story that Jim keeps on telling, is with the dog that keeps on whining, and someone asks the dog owner, why is this dog whining? He's like in his hut and should be fine. And then the owner says, well, the dog is sitting on a nail. And so the other person asks, well, why doesn't he move? And he says, well, it doesn't hurt enough.
Yeah.
So we whine and we complain about the things that we have. But the thing is that, okay, you're not moving, you're not changing, because the pain isn't strong enough. And you only do something when it's strong enough. But the thing is that the more you awaken, because there are always multiple levels to the awakening, but the more that you awaken, the higher you are, the less tolerance you have for the pain. So let's say the smaller the nail has to be for you to just switch and you change into the higher perspective. And so in the end, it's all about the time range between being aware of what triggered you just gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until it's down to seconds that you can see from the higher perspective pretty much immediately when it's happening, as it's happening.
Yeah.
And I mean that I've even had recently those kind of things happen where something that used to trigger me in the past, like just an easy example, my girls, I have 2 girls, they're fighting in front of me. And I just look at them and I smile. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't trigger me at all.
That's good. Yeah.
because I can
strong.
see it from a higher perspective of this isn't about me.
And what was your higher thought about it? What was your higher feeling about it?
It's not about me.
Yeah.
It has not. It doesn't pertain to me.
Yeah, it doesn't pertain to you. Yeah. Correct.
What they're doing doesn't pertain to me, and it doesn't matter. I mean, is it a topic that's going to be something for tomorrow? No. It doesn't matter. They love each other.
Yeah.
And okay, they're fighting. So what? It doesn't matter. There's nothing to do except and you know, these are just two people entangled together.
Yeah.
And I can see them both as souls. I don't need to fix, I don't need to save, I don't need to move, I don't need to change them. They are perfect the way they are.
Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nothing for me to do but just to smile at this mundane thing that triggered the hell out of my parents when I did it with my brother and sister. But to me, it's like, this is beautiful, and I just sit there and smile.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, it's also another situation for me myself is, for example, in the traffic, when there is someone who is driving like crazy or cuts me or whatever, and before I could go behind it or toot on the klaxon or something, but now I think, okay, that's what he does, or she, I don't know, but it doesn't pertain to me. So it gives me it brings me rest, it brings me peace, and no stress. I just have to watch out.
What's the high perspective? What's the high perspective there?
It's not me. So this is not about me. It's something he does, or I don't know. I cannot look in his head, so I don't know why he's doing it. Maybe he has to go to the hospital very fast, or I don't know. Or it's a story you're telling yourself. It's all stories we made up in our mind, and that's our model of reality where we live in, and this is the box where we think that is the right place, but it is not.
No.
It is your limited belief that the place where you are in should be the right place. It is not. It is. You keep so much options closed, and it reminds me thinking about my values. What values are important for me, and what does it do for my identity? And your identity is also the level where you are on, and the frame where you live from, mostly given by your parents, by your surroundings where you live, maybe your education, I don't know, but that is your model of reality. And when you can step out, or you can think on a higher level, on a different level, if you want to grow and evolve, then your identity grows with it. And if you are already there, you can't go back. You never can go back. So, and in that new place, my awareness is getting higher and higher. So, the beliefs I had before, for example, in work, for money you have to work hard. Money doesn't grow on trees. It still doesn't, but you know what I mean.
Says who?
Well,
says who?
Says who, that's correct. And now you know it is not true, because everybody works hard. A lot of people work hard, and they're all okay, just good, but not have not an abundance they are looking for, I think. So it is not so that's not true. And that is your limited belief. And when you step out of there and you grow in your identity, in your beliefs, in your higher awareness of things, and I call that spirituality.
It's conscious spirituality. Everyone is spiritual.
Yeah.
If you're aware of it or not, everyone is spiritual. Why do we say everyone? And again, if this doesn't resonate, that's absolutely fine. So the thing is that consciousness, spirit, you can call, but everyone has a soul. Everyone, everyone. So we are soul.
We are soul. We are source.
We are soul.
We are consciousness. We are energy. Yeah. If you don't have the energy, you're a dead bag of skin.
Yeah, but then you're just energy. You're energy without the material. So that's your Einstein's E equals mc squared. This is like just a simple version, and you take away the factor of light. Just push that aside. So energy equals matter. Matter cannot be destroyed. It can only be, energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. So it goes from energy into matter, and matter back to energy. So you're still energy. Your soul is always energy. Your vibration is always energy. The matter that we have here is an illusion.
Yeah. It is.
And we're just light vibrating at such a very, 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 very low frequency. And this science, go look it up on the internet. Science has backed this up. We are made of light at a very, very low frequency. Rocks are made of light at a slightly lower frequency than we are.
Yeah.
And that makes everything dense. It makes it heavy. But what happens when more light enters? When your frequency increases?
Yeah.
You become lighter.
Yeah.
And this is something the people, many people in the spiritual community are experiencing, is because their body can take up much more light. What happens is then we can go up in a higher frequency, and they actually become lighter. They lose weight. Certain types of foods just don't resonate anymore, and things that you used to like just you don't like anymore. And so a lot of things change because you're taking in more light, you're becoming lighter, and all of these dense things just don't resonate with you anymore.
It's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. It makes me less being fear for death, for a dead person, or because it is only the energy is not gone. It is somewhere in the universe. I know for sure, and only the form transforms the soul. It's not on this planet anymore, but somewhere the energy is always there. So
yes, and because we are conscious, because we are all one, we actually have access to that energy.
Yeah. Yes, we have. Yeah. In my father died 6 years ago or something, and when in his funeral there was a white butterfly. And somewhere when we have some things with family, we see the white butterfly. How is that possible? It is. Now
is that something you want to go deeper into?
Yeah, if you can explain it, yeah.
Okay, so the white butterfly represents young souls.
Is it?
Yeah. And so that is something that comes up. White butterflies. So I'm right now having a synchronicity in real time. No joke, in real time. A friend of mine, I was on a phone call with her yesterday. She told me a story about her shaman being in Mexico and being at one of the temples where she did some energy work and some transmuting of some alchemy of some of the dense energy that was there because of human sacrifice.
Yeah.
And when she finished, this whole swarm of white butterflies just came up, just appeared, like they just all flew out.
Wow.
It was
That's
a release
amazing.
of the souls.
Yeah.
And you know, white is a purity, and so these are pure souls that now could finally be released. And I mean, I'm getting confirmation chills on my back right now.
Is it?
Yeah. So that's, for me, whenever that's my knowing. Whenever I hear something that I remember, because we don't learn stuff, we remember things. So things that come up, like about Atlantis or Lemuria, when I heard some of the things for the first time, I get chills, because that's like my claircognizance coming in, and then it just downloads from the top.
So
That knowledge just downloads, and it's just locked in.
Yeah.
So when I heard the word Lemuria the first time, it just like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And sometimes when you are in a situation and you know, well, I know this, I have seen it before, or I remember it, but I don't know where, but I cannot explain it. But deep down, I know this is not the first time I see it, or where I am now. So that is really amazing how it works. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you have access to everything. The thing is that our human brains, they can't take up all of the knowledge, because otherwise they'd explode.
No.
And we don't want people exploding.
Yeah. But you know that the subconscious mind is 1 million more powerful than our brains. Yes, of course, you know, but it's so unbelievable how much powerful your computer in your head is. One time I had an accident when I was 18 or something with a scooter, and in my brain, I get now an accident, and I did something to save my life. I saved my life. But when you in your brain, I get accident, what do I have to do? I have to do. It's already too late. So you do it really out of your consciousness. And how
Are you
that
telling me,
works-
Esther, right now that you had a near-death experience?
Yeah, I have more than that.
You have more than one near-death experience?
Yeah, I had. Yeah, the one I get the most I can remember is when I gave birth to my first daughter. Yeah, I had the HELLP syndrome, and I was in a very bad state of my physical body. And everything went wrong, and 4 doctors, and they said to my former husband, well, she's not going to make it. So we are very, very concerned about her, and this is not going. I knew when they gave me injection for an operation, I knew, no, I'm not leaving the planet. So I was somewhere in my mind, I never accepted that I was sick or something. So in my mind, I was making plans and having a baby and having life, and I never thought about how sick I was, or that my blood pressure was too high, because that was what it was. My liver was not working good enough, because that's the HELLP syndrome, one of the symptoms. So for me, it was not me. It was out of me, something like that. And when I was in a tunnel, so that was my death experience, and I came back. I came back because I think I decided to come back. That's my explanation afterwards. I was strong because I was very fit, sported a lot, and I was always thinking it was because I was trained so well, and I did gymnastics in an elite level, and so many times of physical training. But now I know, no, I never accepted that I was sick. It was not about me. Now I know. It was my awareness of, well, okay, I have this. So what? She's the one with.
I'm not taking this exit point.
No, it was.
You didn't accept the exit point, so you had an exit point to leave.
Yeah.
To leave the planet.
To leave the planet. No. Yeah. And 4 doctors around my bed said, "You're leaving the planet," almost to me. In some kind of words. And I said, I'm not finished here. No, I have a baby I have to take care of. I'm not. So in my mind, I was already, there. In my identity, I was, a woman with a child, just doing and not leaving the planet.
And, when the shaman who works with Jim, when he says...
DX.
DX, exactly. When he says, when the warrior stops his world, the impossible can happen. That is exactly what you did. You stopped your world. You went in like you were in your 0 point. You said, nope, not accepting.
Yeah, and not by saying it to myself, but in my consciousness, I was not busy with being sick. Everybody, how are you, and your blood pressure, and okay, so hard, we'll fix it, or we're gonna repair it. That's why I'm in hospital. Okay, but it was another world for me. I was here, and they were doing all things, busy, and measures, and everything was in my body.
You're saying that there was an outer body experience, so you were watching them work on your body.
Yeah, really.
See, these are the things you can't explain to your friends that at least aren't awake. They won't believe you.
It is difficult to explain it, but I don't have to explain it because I don't need recognition, of I don't need sorry or whatever. So it is my experience, and I know it happened to me, but I decided not to leave but to come back. Yeah,
absolutely. And these are the things. So these things are happening to so many people. And so, I mean, I realized that I had 2 experiences as a teenager. I was driving to school, and it was winter, and I was living at an altitude, and the school was in the valley. So I was driving down, and the car hit an ice patch.
Ooh.
Full ice patch.
Ooh.
No control over the car.
So...
Now, my dad was a rally driver, so he always said, when you hit an ice patch, people normally, start doing shit. And he said, don't do anything. Take your foot off the gas. And don't do anything. Don't steer. If you have to steer, if the car starts turning, steer into the turn, not out of the turn. Okay? If there's something, you steer into it, not out of it. But otherwise, just take your foot off your gas and don't do anything. And so it hit an ice patch, and there was a curve, a left curve right in front of me. And what was on the other side of the curve was a cliff.
Oh, yeah.
And so the car was just sliding down towards that cliff.
Wow,
and I couldn't do anything.
Wow.
And it stopped right at the curb.
Is it? Wow.
That's amazing. Everything just slowed down. Every single thing just slowed down. And I just knew, take your foot off. Don't do anything. keep your hands on the steering wheel, but don't do anything. Stay calm.
And you did.
And I did. I just heard that in my mind. Take your foot off.
Yeah.
Just let it happen.
Oh, I
don't do anything.
Goosebumps everywhere now. Yeah.
Yeah. I had no idea that was a near-death experience until recently. And you know that everything just absolutely slows down, and you just hear your higher self talk to you and say the exact things that you need to do so that you don't die.
Yeah. It's your survive mechanism. Yeah.
And I mean, it felt literally like minutes, but it was seconds.
Yeah.
And so you slow down the whole world.
Of course, it is seconds. It's probably a split second, but
yeah. Again, chills down my back.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just a few. It's just, but there's split seconds where you know your awareness, your higher self, just takes over, and because you still have something to do, Esther. That's why you needed to be here. You still have to do something. You're not done yet. And the same thing happened to me. You're not done yet.
No.
Here, this and this and this is what you have to do.
Yeah. This is our eye-opener and a rich feeling of, yes, I know where we are here in the universe.
Totally,
yeah. And also we all want to grow and evolve and be in abundance and everything, so but stop talking to the universe like I need money, or I need a house, or I need whatever it takes, but if you say to the universe, I need this, I want this, you get more of what you not get, because that's what you're saying. So your energy must be totally different. It's be grateful for what you have, and be grateful for what you intend to do, for example. That's what you're getting back. And
I mean, every single one of us are masterful in our intentions.
Yeah.
Masterful. Like, what you put out in the universe, it will give you exactly what you need. It might not be what you want, but it's exactly what you need. If you ask for something, it will give you exactly that. So I need a house is, well, you live in one.
Yeah.
You live in but if you don't appreciate where you are right now, the universe isn't going to show you the next thing, because you're not in a vibrational match to the next thing.
It is. Yeah.
When you're at a vibrational match, because you've the one of the highest frequencies is gratitude.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so when you become a vibrational match to that next thing, to that next level, you level up. It's like a game. I mean, life is a game. And once you beat the boss, and the boss is you, because you're the one standing in front, you know, not allowing yourself to get to the next level. But once you've beaten that boss, you get to the next level, and it just spirals up.
Yeah. So that's when you have that awareness. Well, no, that's amazing, isn't it? How it works. If you want to control something, it's also we learn to be in control, or you have to control your kids, or your work, or your environment, or your whatever. But it's just like in the universe. You can't control anything. You don't know. What do you get? You even can't control your own thought. Not your kid, whatever. So you can only guide them and give them your trust. That's where what I experience with my kids. Well, I guide them and I give them the trust, but not. I never looked in the school systems for what I did. It's not up to me. It's to you. And so it was also not an issue. And if they didn't want to do it, they don't do it. But in the end, they did it, and no word about it. And yeah, I think that way, that was already what I had in me. It's their life, it's their thing. I can guide them, I will help them if they ask me, but I'm not going to teach them. I'm not here on earth to teach them. I'm here on earth to guide them or to...
Shepherd.
Yeah.
I say that's a shepherding.
Yeah. I think, now I know from the signs you get from the universe, well, it's totally different than when you want to control something, a situation or whatever. Now I know it's when you do that, it's ego. It's all ego, for sure.
It's fear-based.
It's all ego. It's fear-based. It's all fear-based. You're right. It's all fear-based.
Yeah. It's all fear-based because you want to control something. Because there is a limiting belief inside of you.
Yeah.
That's that.
The limiting belief inside you makes you fear, and that makes you want to control. Then you can control your fear. So it's self-fulfilling prophecy, and that's what. Yes, it is.
And then it spirals downwards.
Yeah, the spiral goes downwards. Absolutely. Yeah. So.
And if you can choose then to suffer.
You can choose to suffer. Yeah. You can also choose to be happy. How? Just be happy. You know?
And that's something that gets people all the time. I love that. So I've used that in conversations with also new people a lot, and lots of people have said, "Oh, I'm not happy." So okay, so you do understand that the only way to be happy is to be happy.
Yeah, just be happy. Yeah.
But how can I be happy?
Just be. Think to something funny. Or whatever, and it's all choose. You choose to be happy. You choose to be not happy. You choose to be angry. It's choice. It's your choice to be in that place. And when you are in that place, and that's where your attention going to, that's where you are.
Yep.
So
and
step out
the thing is
place.
and the thing is that I have experienced people actually fall asleep again. And with falling asleep, I mean, like, just going to the lower octaves, going to the lower vibrations again. And the thing is that I know that they'll come out again. They know how, and it's going to be faster than last time.
Yeah.
So all you do is you have to accept where they are. And that's like, I'm not here to save anyone. And, from that experience came, for me, this big aha and the inspiration for this podcast actually was very, very inspired by my experience with this person. And I have had so many realizations, seen a lot of my own limiting beliefs, and received so many blessings from this experience. And this podcast is one. And another thing is that I'm not here to be a lifeboat. I'm here to be the lighthouse. And that's, in the introduction, I am here to be the lighthouse. I'm here to shine. And this was one of the coaching sessions that I had with Aisha in a circle where I had a question about someone hugging me, or we hugged, and then the person went, "Ooh, your energy is too big."
Is it? Yeah.
Reel it in. And me, people pleaser, recovering people pleaser, is like, okay, well then I'll have to reel my energy in. And so I had that question with Aisha and asked her, okay, well, what to do when something like that happens? And she looks at me and she says, nothing. Like, really? You're not here to make other people feel comfortable.
Yeah, she's right.
You are here to shine, to be you as the authentic you. If someone is uncomfortable with your energy,
It's okay.
That's on them.
Yeah.
And I'm
Does
like,
it pertain to you? Yeah.
it doesn't pertain to me. Yeah. And the thing is that I thought I'd learned that lesson, because that is something like, that is my biggest learning from corporate, was making myself small, bending myself into a pretzel. That was my very, very first hot seat in TCP, was me leaving my job, not knowing where I was going, what was going to happen, again, control and stuff. And they're like, yeah, well, you're not supposed to bend yourself. So let's find out who you actually are. There was so much development.
Yeah.
Like, it was so deep. And I went through all of the different stages. And at the end, I was a totally different person.
Yeah.
And then we went through Inner Circle, and that other round with TCP, but I and with the TSP, and that at the end of that, after that half year, again,
totally different,
unrecognizable.
Yeah. I totally get away where you are, because it's absolutely the same for me. It's totally different person, values, identity. Clarity in situations, insight of the fears I had, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. That are the two most fears people have. Leave it. Even I was a speaker for an audience, and I had a hot seat by Jim, and and how many people are there? Well, 200. Oh, and how many people do you want they align with your story? Yeah. Oh, that's not going to happen. And now I know 10% listen to me. They like it, are fan, or they stimulate it. 10% don't are not agree with you. That's not a piece of cake. And 80%, they don't care. There's just someone who's talking to me, and okay. So if you know that, so my fear was completely gone. Yeah, you're right. Where am I afraid for? Because there is no fear. It's the fear is a choice. I choose to be in fear. I choose to be telling myself a story which didn't help me. And if I can tell me a story which helps me, it's much more powerful for myself. So tell another story to yourself.
Jim said life is choice, and which is true. But the thing is that life is illusion. And it's just, which illusion do you want to believe? Yeah. Do you want to believe a limiting illusion, or do you want to believe an empowering illusion?
Indeed, something that helps you. Yeah.
Choose the better thing.
It's also a choice. You can choose that one or that one. It's up to you.
Yeah. Choose your illusion.
Yeah.
You're making up your own story. I mean, this is the never-ending story where Sebastian is reading in the book, and he's reading about himself, reading about on the other side, in the other realm, people speaking about him. He's reading that at the time. He's like, he is creating his own story.
Yeah.
That is the never-ending story.
Yeah.
Guys, get this. You are your never-ending story. Do what you wish.
Do what you wish, yeah. Tell yourself a story what's helpful. And
tell yourself the most fantastic story.
Indeed.
And wait for it to happen.
And outperform your personality.
But there's no outperforming. It's your choice.
Yeah.
There's no outperforming. That's the thing, because that puts that puts like expectations on things. Outperforming what? There's no outperforming. You're doing the exact thing. Everything is right on time. It's in the amount that you need at the time. And this is the experience that you came here to have, because you wanted to grow. You chose this experience because you wanted to grow, because you haven't experienced this yet with that set of experiences that you've come with as a soul and in this incarnation. No one. So Esther, when you go shopping, there is no one else who is having that experience. When you take something off of the shelf, there is no one else in the whole universe ever, and there will never ever be someone who is doing that thing at that time with your experience as a soul, as a human being, ever.
No.
It is totally unique.
Yeah.
Totally unique.
Yeah.
And because we are all fractals, each one of us, you are me, I am you.
Yeah.
And we're just mirrors of each other. But you have your unique experience up until now, and I have my unique experience up until now, so that the universe can experience infinite experiences.
Infinite
Times infinite.
Yeah. No, universe has no time.
Our soul has no time.
Time doesn't exist in the universe. So that's easy. So it's always the right time. Always.
You're always on time. You're never late.
Yeah.
You're never late.
You're never late.
You're never late. And so, when I had the idea about the podcast about 3 weeks ago,
yeah,
it came like this. Yeah. And Esther, so this is the reason why you are my very first guest, is because I had an intention, I had a vision, and I spoke with you.
Yeah, I came on the line by you for shall we contact after TSP.
Yeah.
That's how it works. It is.
That's how it works. That's
amazing.
how it works.
Yeah.
And it's like this quick. And I had a coaching session last Thursday. And so she asked me, so what has happened in the last 3 weeks? And so I said, well, I'm recording my first podcast. I have people lined up who want to be on it. She wants to be on it. She's going to promote this too. So, when I drop it, she's going to go on there and she's going to rate it and all this kind of things. And I mean, she is someone who's been doing this for years, and she wants to support me.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm special. It's not because anything. It's just because I set the intention, and now I all of these people and resources are coming. Resources doesn't always mean money. Abundance. That's abundance of people who come into your life at exactly the time that you need it, so that you can do exactly the thing that you're supposed to be doing. I'm like, wow. And she told me, this, you have no idea how fast you are.
Indeed. You have no idea, but you are.
Great. I'm just saying yes and going with the flow. Guys, say yes. And when doubt creeps in, comes in into your ear, you say, okay, thanks. I'm doing it anyway.
For now. Yeah. Not
doing it anyway. Yeah. I'm going to take the step. I'm going to take the next step and see it flow. Yeah, I'm sure you have something like this.
Yeah, in our Jim Fortin course, there was also a video from Bruce Lipton about how it works in the mind, about setting intentions, about the powerful, well, I looked back it for many times. I thought it is really amazing what is happening here and how it works. So I will never forget that. So I think that particular video of Bruce Lipton really, it opened my eyes. It was telling in another story, another way. So I think that's the powerful of what the TCP we did, because it was Jim, it was Aishel, it was Sarah, it was Lisa, of course, and
Ashley.
And Ashley, of course, yeah. So, all the same, but in a different way, in a different, finesse. So that makes, how it really, aligns with me. So in my really in my body.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in my soul.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely. And I mean, the intent that they have is just to come with an open heart.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And everyone will get exactly what they need to get.
Yeah, it was completely safe. There was no judgment. No. And in the 3D world, it's a lot of judgment.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's the thing, is when you release judgment. I mean, this is something that I'm still going through, is releasing judgment. And also that's getting easier and easier.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what they're here to learn, and we're not here to save it. And that's the thing in gym, they're not here to save anyone. They're just here to show you, look, these are the stories you're telling yourself. These are your interpretations. This is the meaning. These are your values. These are your choices.
Yeah.
What do you want to do now?
Yeah.
And it was eye-opening. And I mean, how to set intentions. Since I learned how to set intentions, wow. I mean, I can set an intention, and 2 minutes later, I get it. I have had that experience.
You did?
Yeah. And I mean, I've been called a master manifester by multiple people, actually.
Okay.
But I mean, you and I, we both know it's not me who manifests. What I call myself a master intention setter.
Great.
I've just understood how to set an intention, what energy to put into it, what words to put into it, what frequency to put into it, so that it comes back quickly and more or less the way that I want it.
Wow. Powerful.
And that's a very powerful tool to have. But the thing is that every single one of us are master intention setters. It's just it's the universe that manifests.
Yeah.
We have to set the intention correctly. And it's like that genie in a bottle.
Yeah. It is.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Because you'll get it, just not the way that you thought it would come out. I don't know, do you have an example of that? Like you wish for something and you got it, but it was a little bit different than you expected?
Yes. Yes, but yesterday I had a kind of another experience. A friend of mine, he had a bad diagnosis, or in his opinion, he said, "Yeah, I'm going dead or whatever. It's very bad." And I said, "No. You think about what you're going to do after your recovery, after your operation. Think about that. That is the sign you give to our universe, and that's what you get back. If you say, I'm not going to make it, it will be worse, whatever, that's what you get back. Except because your heart, your intention, your soul is already there. So it just only has to happen. So try to turn around it, and not to spiral backwards, but bring it to upwards. In your head, in your soul, in your mind. Go to that place. And he was sitting, yeah, well, it feels much better already now. I said, yes, of course. Because it makes a warrior, we also learned by him, a warrior never preoccupies himself with fear. No, only with power and with the intent to win that game. Yeah, that fight. Yeah, so
absolutely.
That was, yeah. So sometimes you can.
And winning doesn't mean fighting.
No,
winning doesn't mean fighting.
You're right.
It doesn't mean suffering.
No. It's an outcome.
It's an outcome, and the way that you get to the win, the journey that you take to get to the win, can be totally different. But you choose the journey there. You choose to be happy, even in circumstances, if you look at Viktor Frankl and the circumstances he found himself in, and the way that he changed his thoughts, the way that he changed his frequency, and what he told himself, what he was going to do when he got out, and he went ahead and did it, and he got out. And then suddenly his circumstances changed so that he could get out. It just takes some time for the body to catch up to the vision, to catch up to the intent. It takes some time, and the more that you do these things, the less time it takes. It depends on how big something is, and are other people involved.
Yeah. That's correct.
And how open are you? Like, how many doors are you closing? How many opportunities do you keep open? Because the more opportunities that you keep open, the more likely it is that it's going to manifest quick. It's going to come to you quicker because you're open to lots of different things happening as an outcome, instead of just it has to look exactly like this. So if I put all the puzzle pieces of my mirror together in exactly that way, this is how I'm going to be okay. No. You are going to be okay anyway, no matter what the mirror looks like. You're always okay.
Yeah. No matter what.
No matter what. And like that exact thing was the spark of my awakening.
Yeah.
When I found my human design and I read it, and I saw I'm not broken. I was always whole. I was never broken. Because I believed that was what was reflected back to me.
Yeah.
And I just saw in my human design, I was never broken. This is the way I was made. And as a child, I was always told you're too sensitive. And as an adult, I was told you can't bring emotions into corporate. You can't do X, Y, Z here. And okay, so then you try and change, and you try and change the way you are, but you can't. You can change your choices. You can change the way you feel about things,
but not external things.
You can't. When you change on the inside, you change your world. When you change your world, the world around you changes as well, because you start seeing things in a different way. Because you start seeing things in a different way, suddenly you start seeing new things, because that you come into that vibration. So if you say, I want to buy a red car, suddenly you see red cars all over the place where you didn't see red cars before. That's because you've got into the vibration of a red car. And so suddenly you have all of these red cars around you. Before they weren't in your system, because you have the ability to see 5 to 9 things at one time in your reticular activation system. And so that means that something else has faded out that you saw before that you can't see anymore. And that's beautiful. And so I started seeing myself as whole. And when I started seeing myself as whole, other people started seeing me as whole as well.
Indeed. Yeah.
So when you change yourself, when you change your inner world,
your
whole world changes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And so that's when when Jim said that, it's like, I know that. But then more things like that started happening, where I started seeing myself not just as whole, but also loving myself. And then circumstances change again. You shift.
Let's start inside out. Inside yourself.
Always on the inside. It's never, he has to change so that I can be okay. No.
That's just not going to happen.
Exactly. Then you wait until pigs can fly. Hell freezes over. Whatever you want.
No, it is inside out and not outside in, and it's so true.
It's so true. And we've had all of these kind of aha moments and experiences all throughout our lives, but we just weren't aware of that's a mechanism. And then you go through TCP.
Yeah.
And then it goes bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's all clear now, and it's so true what you learn there. It is. Yeah. Another layer is peeling off from your heaviness. So yeah, and your limited beliefs and your limited system you live in. Yeah.
And then suddenly weird shit happens.
Yeah, that's where the magic happens. Absolutely.
Magic happens and weird stuff happens. So it's like, okay, wait, how is that possible?
Yeah.
How is that possible? Just like we talked about before, where you were talking about a white butterfly, and yesterday someone told me about white butterflies. Today, dinner time, like 2 hours before now. No, 3 hours before now. We were sitting at the dinner table. Okay, so I'm living in separation with the father of my children, but we're still living in the same place. We're doing like this shared apartment situation, and we eat lunch together, we eat dinner together, we cook together. Okay, it's just like we are friends instead of romantic partners anymore. Okay, and we're an amazing team. And so our older daughter, she set the table, but she only set the table for herself and her sister. She didn't set the table for the two of us. And so I got my things and I sat down and I didn't get anything for him. I didn't think about it. Okay. And so he said, well, where's my plate? And so, I didn't bring one. So I went to go get his plate, and we were having fajitas. And so he puts a tortilla on their plates, and because he hasn't got a plate yet, I'm getting the plate. So I walk up with the plate, and my younger daughter decides to throw her tortilla up with the plate. Okay, so she holds onto the plate and throws her tortilla up in the air. But instead of it going straight up and down, it goes backwards. And who is standing behind her with a plate in her hand? Me. So this tortilla comes flying at me and just lands on the plate that I'm holding in my hand.
Yeah. What's this?
So this is like, my gosh, how does this happen? How does this happen? Well, because all of these different steps, all of the links, because he didn't have a plate, and fate knew, or destiny knew, or the weird shit knew that she's going to throw the tortilla up. So someone needs to stand behind her with a plate in their hand so it can land, hit on the plate.
It is
exact ridiculous timing.
Yeah.
Like these are signs from the universe.
Yes.
These are magic and miracles that happen all the time.
Yeah.
And when you're aware of it, like, how much fun is that?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Fun and light, and of course, this is where it is now, and it has to be. Yeah. So. Yeah. That's.
I mean, it could have happened.
How it works. Yeah.
Exactly. And the thing is that every morning I ask for magic and miracles. I ask to see magic and miracles, and to know. I set my intent to be at peace, to be happy, to be in joy, and then I just go ahead and add that I want to experience unimaginable magic and miracles. And that I will know from resonance when it comes from source.
We're all
and what happens every single day. Without a doubt. Every single day, something unimaginable happens. Magic and miracles that I know this came from source.
Absolutely, yeah.
Every day.
Every
because
day, yeah.
it's in my reticular activation system, the RAS, because I'm looking for it, I have my eyes open to it. And then I challenge the universe and say, okay,
Give it. Now. I'm
how
ready.
good can it get?
Yeah.
Show me. Show me how good can it get? And I kid you not, I mean, the past few weeks have been amazing, and things have come up like you and my first client.
Yeah.
I got a challenge. Someone challenged me to get my first client. And I was like, I have no idea how. And then it was like, do this, do this, do this, do this. Not going to do that. I'm going to set my intent. I'm not going to worry about the how. I'm going to set my intent and say, okay, I set my intent that I'm going to find, that a client is going to find me in a week.
And what happened?
24 hours later, I had a client.
Yeah.
And I have a second one.
Is it?
I have a second one.
Great.
And that person arrived inside of the week. It's because I said, okay, I got this in 24 hours.
2 clients.
Show me how good it can get. There's a second one inside of a week. Like, go on. Go on.
Amazing, really. That's how it works, yeah. Yeah.
A paying
Thank
client.
you very much for this sharing, because now it helps me to give my intentions more attention, to speak out more my intent to myself. Yeah, thank you for that. I'm grateful for that. Yeah, it helps me.
My
absolutely.
pleasure. My pleasure. This is the 5D thing, and this is the thing that DX says. Put your
For our
intention out.
listeners, the X is Don Javier, and that is
Don Javier, the shaman
Yeah.
from Jim, and he says, set your intent, put the vision out there, and then leave it alone. Don't scratch the scab. So guys, if you have a scab somewhere, this is what you can do. As soon as you start scratching on that scab, become aware that you're doing that, because I'm using this as a metaphor for you not trying to dig up that seed that you planted. Okay? You don't go, if you plant a seed, you don't go and look every 5 minutes to see if it's growing. It won't announce its growth. You know it's there, you know it's going to grow. So don't go picking at the scab. As soon as you become aware that you're picking at the scab, you are, and this is a thing in NLP, when you do something in some place, you do it everywhere. Okay, so if you go picking at your scab, here on the physical, you will go picking at the scab in your intent that you're setting.
Yeah.
Become aware that those two things are actually related.
And doing this, it's a habit. Yeah. It's a habit. And why do we have habits? To rest your nerves, your mind, your soul.
But the first thing is to observe it happening while it's happening.
Yeah.
Or the first thing is to observe that it happened after it happened. And then you get closer to it every time that finally you can observe it when it happens, and then you observe it before it happens.
Yeah.
And that's when you know you've overcome that habit, you've overcome that part. And that's when you know you've actually, you know something. You don't just understand it, you know it.
Yeah.
You've embodied it.
Yeah.
So is there any ending story, something like you want to go out with a bang, like a mic drop?
No, I don't think so. I really like this conversation, and I recognize everything you said, a lot that you said, and thank you very much for for the tips, for the intentions, setting the intentions. You are a master in it. I have to be more mastering it. So
just remember, you are a master in it. You are already a master in it, because otherwise you wouldn't have created the life that you created.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You're a master. So, it's just about doing it in a conscious way.
Yeah.
Instead of an unconscious way.
Yeah, that's it. I have to do that. So that's what I intend to do. Yeah. And,
that's amazing. Yeah. I mean, the very first thing that I wrote in TCP, because we can put in a thread, and they ask like this very first question, what do you want to get out of TCP? And I said, well, I want to become the architect of my life. And then Jim answered, you already are. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's right.
Come on.
Yeah.
The very first thing that I write in.
And he said, no, you already are.
And it's like, my gosh.
Yeah.
And that very first thing just hit me like a 2x4 in the head. It's like, okay, come on. But exactly that thing led to my growth.
Yeah. Of course.
Because I realized, I understood in that moment when he said you already are.
The power you have. Yeah. It is.
I didn't just understand. I didn't just understand it. I knew it. It just like, boom.
Wow. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's me. It was always me.
Yeah.
I created this. I'm going to be conscious about it from now on.
Yeah.
Instead of creating things from what I don't want, I'm going to create things from what I do want.
Yeah. That's a big difference.
There's a huge difference.
And it's a choice. You see, it's again a choice.
Absolutely is. And so everything that you've created in your life has been because of all of the choices that you've made, all of the intentions that you've set, all of the pre-birth karmic contracts that you have. You've created it all.
Yeah, it is. Yes, that's really amazing. One of the first things Jim said to me was the energy. You've got a very powerful energy, or specific energy. So, and I thought, that's my power. That's my what I have had my whole life. I think so. Yeah. So that's what I want to expand and use it.
Use it. And that's so whoever's been listening all the way up until now, if this is a thing that you came to hear, then I mean this is an amazing takeaway. Amazing.
Yeah. Oh yes.
There
are so many takeaways, but this is really amazing. Yeah. And
you are powerful.
You're powerful. Yeah.
Just because you are.
Yeah.
Just because you exist. You are powerful because you exist. And every one of you, Esther, even you are a lighthouse. You are meant to shine.
Yeah.
Your energy is beautiful and it's amazing, and it's you. And when you alchemize something, when you transmute something, you transmute it for everyone, because we're all entangled on a quantum physical level.
Absolutely, we're all in a
when
quantum
you
physical,
do something, when you vibrate at a higher frequency, that brings everyone up.
Everything shifts.
Everything. Not just what you see, but everyone else shifts. So, and this is something that Gary Sukov, that I loved when he said this, because I was on one of his lives, and here in at least Central Europe, it's like it starts at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m. So, yeah, that can be a little bit challenging. But he said the best thing that you can do to someone who you don't agree with, and he named one of the biggest people he doesn't agree with, which is Donald Trump. And he said this, I don't agree with what he does and what he says. But what you can do is you can send him unconditional love. Because what is something that let's say, negative spiral, what is that something that he can't handle? Love. It simply dissolves when you bring love.
Yeah.
And so maybe this whole Greenland thing that's now died down has been because so many people have sent Donald Trump love. And you can agree with this or not. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me.
I don't
your
care.
agreement.
No.
So I'm not talking about you, but anyone listening. This doesn't have anything to do with your agreement to what I'm saying or not. Just think about it. Go and do your own studies. Go and do your own research. Absolutely. Frequency is everything.
Yeah.
And when you send someone love, their frequency increases.
Yeah.
It can't do anything else than increase.
That's a very nice,
isn't it?
Takeaway. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Isn't it? Because we are all love. We are all love.
Yeah.
And that's that point. And I've realized this from other places as well, because like it's those synchronicities in the book of Ra. I read the same time, and in the book of Ra, the beings Ra, they come from Venus, and they helped build the pyramids. So, and that's another episode, the whole pyramid thing. Another episode. Anyway, so and in that the channeler channeling Ra says, we are all beings of love. We are here on earth to remember we are unconditional love.
We are unconditional love, yes.
We are. It's not we experience, it's not we are unconditional love. And when you get that,
that's, you get in a totally different place.
Absolutely. And so and that's when I remembered that's my purpose.
Yeah. It's your dharma. Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
To spread love. And my recent experience was all about that. A huge heartbreak. Huge heartbreak. But not for me to turn my back on love, but to open up even more to unconditional love.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for that experience.
Yeah.
Because it opened me up in ways that I couldn't have imagined. And these aren't tears of
joy,
sadness.
Yeah.
This is deep recognition of who I am.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
It's growing, it's evolving, Stephanie.
We all are. We all are. When we see ourselves as who we are, you'll start, when you see yourself as who you are, it's so beautiful. You'll break into tears.
Yeah.
And the experiences, the love that I see myself as now,
amazing.
and that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
That's my intent.
To
bring
yourself.
for myself, love myself, and bring the love to everyone because
do.
that's what we are.
I can feel it. You do. You opened your heart so much more. So thank you for that. And
Wow. Well,
take it with me.
thank you so much, Esther. This has been amazing. And for anyone still on here, thank you so much, Esther. It has been such a big pleasure for you to be on my very, very first episode.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I am dropping this on the 17th of February.
Wow.
Okay.
And yeah.
Do you know what the 17th of February is?
No.
Okay, so we're still in Aquarius, we're still in Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius rising. So for me, creating this podcast inside of Aquarius season, and dropping it inside of Aquarius season is like a really, really big thing. It's very, very aligned with my energy, with the vision of being. It's about humanitarian work, connection with people, and just spreading love, spreading things that no one can imagine, but on a tribal level. And that's also like it's in my human design as well. My pearl is the gate 44, which is about synergy, and that I see every single person as worthy just because they exist, and so it's the role that you play is dependent on your frequency, not dependent on where you were born, if you're born into money, or it's not about the money, it's about your frequency. And so it's actually, so it's changing the whole story. And so that's my pearl in human design. That's the thing that you work at. That's the thing that just drives you, and that create, because it's a pearl, so you create it when you're under pressure. Okay, anyway.
17th
where was I going with this?
The 17th February, you explained. 17th
of February, thank you, yes. Okay, and that is the new Chinese year of the fire horse. So we have then finally ended the year of the serpent, and the fire horse starts. And there are a lot of there's also a solar eclipse then, and this is just there's so much alignment in that. And so I'm taking this episode, dropping it on the 17th of February.
Wow, thank you. I'm looking forward to it. I'm grateful for it, and I love to have this conversation with you, and thank you so much for your invitation.
Well, thank you so much. So can you tell me where people can find you? If they want any of your services, how can they find you?
Now I have my website bluelake.nl. So
perfect. We'll link that below.
And that's at the moment. I'm one of the transformation is that I'm making also my own software for contract management, and it's really amazing. So I'm very excited about to launch it. I think within a month or something. So
okay. So can we do this? I'll have you back on in a month so you can tell us more about the software.
Yeah, of course.
When it launches, we'll have you on again, and then so people can find exactly what they're looking for. Because anyone who's resonating with you and the work that you do, they will find this podcast, they'll hear you, and they will find exactly what they need. How about that?
Great, sounds great, and thank you. Yeah, of course.
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
So I give human design readings, I give coachings and hypnotherapy, and I'm going to link those things below if you're interested in it. If you resonate with what I'm saying and with the conversation I just had with Esther, please follow me, subscribe. It would be amazing to have you on board for more conversations like this. And if it didn't resonate, absolutely fine, okay. And okay with me. I'm just here so that you can hear exactly what you need to hear at the moment in time. And in any case, I'm having a lot of fun.
Yes, so did I, absolutely. And well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.